Now, you've probably seen by the title of the video, this is going to be about a power bank. Now, it starts with one person's addiction to a company. That company being DJI. Every bit of recording, video and audio stuff that we use is now DJI. So when I got an email off DJI asking me, would I like to review one of their power banks? Genuinely thought I'd won the lottery. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the DJI Power 2000. Let's go and have a look at it. Now, ours is kept right there in the boot. Why do we keep it here? Well, one, it keeps it out the way. It stops it from getting damaged. Not that I can get damaged because it's built like an absolute tank. We will get it out in a minute, we'll have a good look at it, but we keep it in there because we have Starlink running off it. We also run the mini projector in the back of it as well. And it also means that all the camera and drone equipment that we use, we can put it all on here and we can just charge it up. There she is. She's a big girl. Oh yeah, she is a big girl. Right, let's put it down. We can have a look at it because physically I can't hold this through a whole video. I can't. It's portable, but it still weighs a bit of a much. Right, that is the unit right there, the DJI Power 2000. As you can tell, it's got a few marks on it. We've been using it for a while and we've absolutely loved it. Now, I'm going to say something which is not going to be very popular. I'm going to say something that probably a lot of other YouTubers might try and sell the video on. This isn't going to replace the power in your van. This isn't going to be the main power source in your van. Not if you've got a van like ours, not if you live full time. If you're going away for weekends, absolutely perfect. Like, couldn't be any better. But you're not going to replace your whole power system with this. Now, what it is good for is having portable power at a very, very high rate. And I'm talking the inverter in this is 3000 watts. 3000 watts. Now, we've got a great big inverter in the van that is 3000 watts. That's just the inverter. That's got everything inside it. Let's take it to somewhere we can do a little bit more of an in-depth test on it, see what it does, and I can talk about what's inside it, what's it got, and to be honest with you, why I think it's the best power bank we've ever had. And I don't think I've ever used that word before because we've looked at a lot of power banks. But this genuinely is the best power bank we have ever had. Now, as we live in a van full time, we haven't really got that many tools with us. Or things we can plug in because most of our stuff's 12 volt. But we know someone who's got lots of stuff that we can plug in and test it. And some of them are going to be quite unconventional as well. You're not going to be expecting this one because everyone does kettles and microwaves and all your household appliances. No, we're going to put it up to the test and do something a little bit different. So Will is currently converting Dave. He's doing quite an extensive electrical system on Dave. Anyway, let's put this on the bench and let's see what we can do. Right, let's give you some information on the unit before we do anything. Right, inside is the massive 2048 watt hour capacity and DJI use LFP, which is lithium phosphate cells. The output of this unit is 3000 watts continuous and it weighs 22 kilograms. She's not light, but she's powerful. On the outside of the actual unit itself, you've got 4 USBs and they are USB-A. You've also got 4 USB-C ports. Which are those 4 right there? Now, there's something a little bit marvellous about these 4 USB ports. Let me tell you, 2 of the USB-C ports are 60 watts, which is quite average, you know, that's normal. The other 2, on normal power banks from other companies, they're around about 100 watts. Oh no, this one, them 2, 140 watts. That is huge. What can you run off 140 watts? Well, things that take a lot of power. Like, you can charge up drones, cameras, mics, all sorts. That, 140 watts in a USB-C, I have never heard of it. It's one of the reasons that we love this unit because there's so much power come out of the USB-C. Things just charge up mega fast. We'll get onto these ports in a minute, but anyway, right, we've got 4 240 hookups as well. And like I said, this will even though it's called the Power 2000, this will actually put out a charge of 3,000 watts. That's a lot. Let's plug in a microwave. It clearly does a microwave. You've seen a million microwaves being done on them. Right, next we've got a big blower. Why? Because we can. So, she's plugged in. Now, will the big blower work? Let's turn it on and find out. Yeah, it can run one! Well, it's safe to say that it can easily run a blower. So, we know it's going to charge 90% of everything you need to charge without plugging it all in and showing you. Because there's plenty of videos out there that are doing that. This unit is made and designed to do big power draws, up to 3,000 watts. Now, let's talk about charging. Your charging ports are right there on the front. Now, you'll now notice that it's charging at 1,164 watts, which is absolutely perfect. But, on the side here, you do have a little switch right there. Now, if I knock this switch up, it puts it into a boost mode, and then your charging goes up to, well, nearly 2,300, over 2,300 watts. Now, what that means is that in about 45 minutes, this unit is at about 85%. And listen. Can you hear it? Come closer. Nothing. This one's silent. Like, and I mean absolutely silent. Yeah, it's got 2 fans on it, but probably when it gets to about 100% and it's warm and it cools down. But it's silent. I can even whisper.
Can't hear it. That is very, very quiet.
Now, as well as doing super fast charging and super fast quiet charging as well, there's one thing that this power station does that I've never seen any power station do before. Yes, we know that power stations can be added on and batteries be added on them, which is fine, no problem at all. You can do that with the DJI, an extra 10 battery banks, giving you a total of 22 kilowatts. To probably run a small town, a small village, a farm, a hamlet, a concert, wherever you desire. But if you're off-grid and you live off-grid and you've got the ability to plug solar into these units, which DJI do make solar as well, you can have a whole array powering up everything you want. 10 batteries, that's totally unheard of. And they will all daisy chain through the SDC ports. Now, what is an SDC port? You've probably never heard of one. On this power bank, you have 2 SDC ports, which are them there. They're quite uncommon. You won't have seen them before. There are no other power banks, but they're on the DJI Power 2000. And they're also on the 1000 as well. They are so you can plug in extra batteries, and you can also plug in extra things from DJI as well. What can you plug in? But before I tell you, SDC, well, what does it stand for? That's dead simple. Smart Direct Current. Now, one of the bonuses about the SDC port is that you can get other products off the DJI website that will allow you to basically convert this unit into something that most other units aren't. Now, you'll notice there is no cigarette lighter port. Well, they do an SDC port connected to that. Yeah. You'll notice that you may not be able to plug it into your car because you haven't got 240. Well, they do a plug for that as well. They also do plugs for some of the high-end drones as well, which you can buy on the website. It will basically allow you to charge your devices a lot faster because the batteries in the drone talk to the unit itself and allow it to charge that little bit quicker. The Power 2000 is rated for 4,000 cycles. Then it drops down to about 80%. What does that mean? Well, that basically means that you can charge this unit up from 0 to full 4,000 times before the batteries start wearing out a little bit and dropping down to 80%. 5 years! 5 years guarantee on this unit. And we know, because we've been there, DJI Unlike some other companies where you've got to jump through hoops, speak to an administrator, go online, talk to a chatbot, then dig a hole, bury your head in it, pull it out, wait 3 years, and you might get a reply via email or a carrier pigeon. No, DJI, bang, straight away, you message them, you come back, your case is opened up, you get a mail address, you send it in, it gets fixed, it comes back. Couldn't be any simpler, couldn't be any easier, hassle-free, no problem. Guarantee, spot on. This unit is built tough. It's built to last. It's also built of a fire retardant material. Also, you've got 21 fuses inside it for added extra safety. This thing is durable. It won't just break at the drop of a hat. Some things you buy, you drop them, that's it. A diode falls over, an electrical point breaks. No. Built to last, these boys. The screen. Very simple, very easy to use, but does exactly what it's meant to do. It tells you the output, it tells you the input, it tells you what's turned on. What more do you need to know? I mean, what do you need to know? I think what you're paying for this and what you will pay for some of the other market brands that are competing with DJI on their power banks, this is going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to be a lot better, and you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. Also, there might be some discount codes. Also, if you go on DJI, you might get some things extra. If you are going to buy one, look at the ports that you want to use for things that you've got and add them to your cars before checkout, because what happens is, if you then decide, I need one of them, it will be a little bit more dearer after you've bought the unit. They will do a package where you can buy similar things all together and you get money off. So definitely think about the pennies if you're going to go and buy one, but that is the best power bank we've ever had, and I've never said that. Now, for all you people who like running things from an app on your phone, well, that's no difference to DJI. It does come with an app. It's called the DJI Home. So let's open it. It's available on Android and it's available on iOS as well. And the app basically gives you all the information that you need to see. It gives you the input, the output, and you can turn on the 240 sockets. It's really that simple. It couldn't be any simpler. So the 240 AC is on now. There it goes off. There it goes on. Off. On. Couldn't be any simpler. It will tell the input, so as you can see now on the app it says 2300 watts. If we were to flick that down so it's on a slower charge rate, the app will basically drop down to match what's going into the unit as well. There's firmware upgrades as well. If you press on the 3 little top bits, you got a firmware. You'll be able to see whether it needs a firmware. It's always worth checking to see if the firmware is available, because things change within the software and things also change for other DJI products as well. So keep everything on all firmware updated so you're getting the most power out of the unit when you need it. Back into the actual app, it's dead simple. It couldn't be any simpler. DJI did send us this unit for basically a reaction video. They haven't paid for us to say anything. They haven't given us any money. That way, we can say whatever we like about the unit. If it was an absolute load of garbage, we could say it, and there's nothing they can do because they're not paying us to say something. Some companies, they like to offer you some money, and you've basically got to give it a good review. We don't have to on this. That's 100% hands down. Not one single penny has been crossed. Not one single penny has gone in our bank from DJI. It was a product for review. Let's get that out there. Let's be open and honest. This unit will be going to a very, very, very good home. I'm not going to tell you who, because you know them. And it's a person who deserves a nice, kind gesture. But we'll get onto that in a bit. Because they're not you, William. No, you get enough. You're a big YouTuber and you get paid to do things. But we're going to be gifting this like it's been gifted to us for review. We're going to be gifting it onto somebody else because they're just a nice person. So let's take it to them and give it to them. But links are going to be in the description. Go and check them out. Right, we are at the destination that we're meant to be at to meet someone to give them the power bank. In that field just over there, well, that's where Vanlife Eats is. And if you've not been to Vanlife Eats, it's end of August. It's a really chilled out festival. It's not too big, there's the right amount of people there, there's the right people there, and Mark and Sophie, who run it, are just amazing people. Mark is coming here, he's just been to a show, because he goes around and does like cooking stuff and shows people how to cook in vans and on different types of ovens and things like that, and he's coming here to meet us to spend the night. Here he comes. Right, let's get her out and send her to a new home. He's definitely going to make some good use of it because he's got all sorts of induction cooktops and things like that, and he's going to use it. And like I said, his old one died. So his power bank died, and he's now going to be running his induction cooktop. And what else?
This will be so useful for Vanlife Eats Festival, actually. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Going
it.
to a good home. And if you didn't know as well, Mark does run Vanlife Eats, which is at the end of August, and there are still tickets available, isn't there?
There is, yeah. We're selling out quick, but there's still some there.
Get them while you can. So yeah, that's going to a better home. We now reduce a little bit of weight in the van, but I'm sure there's going to be a smaller model of it coming very soon as well. So we don't need to, and that one needs to go to somewhere where it's going to be utilised. Don't forget, links going to be down there in the description to DJI and to Vanlife Eats, so go and check them both out.